Hello and welcome back to another Fan Friday Spotlight video in Satisfactory, and today we're checking out Big Casper's game, and to say he's been busy is definitely an understatement to say the least, as you will soon see. He has over 160 hours in game, however about 50% of the time was spent AFK waiting for his builds to collect items, which is still very impressive considering how this build has developed, and the real question for me is where to start with this build. Well, we might as well work from the outside and work our way in. So here we are at the oil pumps, where he has a small collection of fuel generators providing some extra juice for his build, which is greatly supported by coal power stations. Now you can see from the get-go that efficiency is important to him, but aesthetics more so, as you will not find any clipping throughout the whole of his factory, which takes a lot of dedication to say the least. Swap over to the other side of the base, and you'll see that he uses belts to remove items from tight locations such as this underground cave, which looks amazing, and I'm surprised I've never actually been in there. But in here he's mining quartz, and he also has SAM ore available for a later date. And he transports all of this by belt to an external truck stop, where he then exports said items, which is an excellent use of both conveyors and trucks for transporting items, which is very much needed in this build, as his factory at full production has an insatiable hunger for items. So rather than spread out, he prefers to opt for a factory that draws in all of the available natural resources in order to churn out items on demand. Now you'll also notice that 90% of the belts are full. That's because each container is filled to the brim with top tier components, with the exception of his aluminium production, which he is mass producing in order to ensure every belt is tier 5. Now, traveling along his highways, it's very easy to see how much work he's really put into this base, as you're slowly drawn into the somewhat beautiful open-top factory. Now here you'll find everything being produced, from the newest aluminium items to mass production of copper, iron and steel, whilst also making great use of alternative recipes to make the most of each item's production. Moving through his base, it's very easy to at first assume that it's a hot pot of spaghetti conveyor belts. However, approaching, you quickly realize that everything, although far from perfect angles and straight lines, is extremely well organized over several layers of complicated logistics. To combat the labyrinth of conveyors that he's developed and structures that are developing all these items, he makes excellent use of walkways. Even more so when it comes to organizing his containers. He has a unique idea, which actually appeals to me, whereby each item is delivered into tiers for easy organization when manufacturing more complicated items, which really does show off how much thought he has put into this factory. Now, as I'm sure you can imagine, I could easily go on to talk more about this fantastic build, as well as Big Casper's future plans. However, I would definitely rather wait to see how it develops, because this is going to be incredible. So there you are, guys. That's another amazing build within the Satisfactory community. Now, if you do think this build is awesome, let Big Casper know by either commenting or clicking on that thumbs up icon. And if you want to put your factory up for Spotlight, message me on our community Discord. You'll find the link in the description below, and also if you haven't already and want to keep up to date with Satisfactory guides, news and other players' factories, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Anyway, until next time, well, ciao for now.